He's back. Fox 56 News Chief Medical Contributor Dr. Ryan Stanton is with us in studio.
This morning, he's focusing on the current Ebola outbreak and its global threat. This is serious stuff for the people in Africa, especially.
Yeah, good news is right now there's no threat to the United States, but it does impact a couple of Americans that were over there providing health care. But you know, a lot of people ask, is this a prepare to panic moment? And it's not a prepare to panic. Again, don't lose your sleep over it, but at the same time, this is an awareness side. And this is another infection that we're dealing with. And we'll see what we'll bring you next week with a new infection. But
oh, no, don't say that.
Yeah, I know. But this time we're talking about the current Ebola outbreak centered in the Democratic Republic of the Congo and Uganda. It's being taken very seriously by global health officials. The World Health Organization has declared it a public health emergency of international concern because of the speed of spread, delayed recognition of the outbreak, and movement of people within the affected region. At least 139 deaths are suspected to be linked to the outbreak so far, with hundreds more cases that are under investigation. One American healthcare worker helping patients in the region has tested positive and was transferred to Germany for treatment. Several close contacts are also being monitored. That naturally raises concerns about international spread, but the overall global threat remains very low. Ebola is very different from airborne viruses because people are generally not contagious until the symptoms begin, and spread requires direct contact with infected bodily fluids. Countries around the world are already implementing screening, monitoring, and preparedness measures. In the United States, hospitals and public health agencies have detailed protocols developed before with other Ebola outbreaks. Right now, the greatest concern remains controlling the outbreak locally before it expands further within that region. Now, the interesting thing that we notice here is was delayed in terms of picking this one up, so it got a little steam going beforehand. I did mention it's difficult to catch it early, direct fluids. The problem is that even after a person passes away, the virus can stay within that body of whatever has passed away for up to about a week and is still viable at that point. So it is one of those things that we want to make sure we are aware at home. Don't lose sleep at this point, but it's something we're going to keep an eye on.
I think ever since the pandemic is when everybody just started to really get scared of everything.
Yeah.
Because that one finally landed and, you know, was obviously as awful as it was.
And that one, definitely that airborne transmission, so much easier, just casual. This is not that way. Even talking earlier about the hantavirus, that one's very difficult to spread person to person. So, you know, for most people out there, this is not going to be something that's going to be a threat to you in any time in the near future. And so just keeping aware of things, but also sometimes just turning down the headlines a little bit.
All right, Doc, thanks so much.
Thanks.
Thank you, Doc. All right, we have much more ahead, I believe. Another look at the weather is next, is that right?
We have the Fox 56 News at 8:30 next.
We'll do that too.
You're watching Fox 56 News, our home, your news.